Welcome to CA Simplified Café. What's on your plate? So, today there is something about learning something yourself that stays with you differently. And I didn't fully understand the power of self study until I experienced it myself. When I entered CA, I wasn't from a commerce background. I was actually a biology student in my class 12. I had entered CA thinking, let me understand accounts, and if I clear CPT, I will continue. I enrolled for CPT at almost the last possible date, and by the time I started preparing, I had roughly 1 month. Now, I could have easily looked at that situation and thought a non commerce student with just 1 month left for CPT impossible. But I didn't. I picked up the ICAI modules and I started decoding them, not just reading, decoding. If I didn't understood a concept, I stayed with it. I would go back, read it again, break it down, try to understand why it worked, and only when it made sense to me, I would move forward. And that process taught me something I still carry with me today. There is a different kind of confidence that comes from figuring something out yourself. Because when someone explains something to you, you may understand it. But when you struggle with it, question it, break it down, and finally understand it yourself, that understanding becomes yours. And that is the power of self study. I am not saying coaching is unnecessary, I am not against coaching at all. A good teacher can save your time. They can simplify a difficult concept, they can give you a direction, and there is absolutely value in that. But no matter how good the teacher is, there will always be a part that only you can do. You have to sit with the material, you have to think, you have to struggle, you have to solve, you have to revise. You have to figure out where you are going wrong. That part cannot be outsourced. And coming back to my CPT story, I knew economics and law were my strengths, so I capitalized on them. I practiced accounts a lot because that was a new subject to me, new concepts to me. I strategized around the time I had. And yes, I did leave a few statistics chapters behind, which ironically become a lesson for another episode. That reminds me, if you haven't checked the previous episode, you can find it on the channel and go check it out. But the bigger point is, I didn't clear CPT because I was lucky. I cleared it because for that 1 month I sat with the material and did the work myself. And that experience gave me something much more valuable than just an exam result. It gave me confidence in my own ability to learn, and that's something I wish more students understood. Sometimes when you struggle with a subject, you immediately think, I need another teacher. Maybe you do. But sometimes you simply need to sit with the subject a little longer. Give yourself the chance to understand it. Don't underestimate what you can learn when you genuinely sit down and work something out yourself. Because the day you understand something, you will remember it differently, and it will stay for much more longer time. And the confidence that comes from saying, I figured this out myself, it is next level. And it is something that no shortcut can ever give you. So yes, take coaching if you need it, learn from good teachers, use good resources, but never underestimate the power of sitting with your books and learning for yourself, because ultimately no teacher can study for you, and sometimes the most powerful teacher you have is the version of you that refuses to give up until you understand. This is CA Simplified Cafe. What's on your plate? A series about the lessons I'm learning along the way, not the result. And today we decoded self-study. I will see you in the next one. Until then, happy studies.